didn't spend money on dolls. So I'm going to end with an end statement. I'm sorry. I know there was a little bit left of your comment. I cannot remember off the top of my head what it was, and I can't leave this screen on my phone or it won't stay paused. And I can't get, and all other devices don't work well. Yeah. So I'm really sorry. So my closing statements for this video is, A, thank you for the long, well thought out comment. I hope my response was helpful in any way. I know a lot of what I've said is just really matter of fact, but to me it is. It's a matter of fact. These dolls are expensive. This hobby is expensive. There are ways to find things cheaper. There are ways of looking at it, but if you look at a recast and you go, that's an option, that is an option that is stealing from people. That is not an option that is like going to the dollar store and buying the cheap Barbie that looks nothing like really Barbie. You know, it's buying a photo print of someone's art who didn't allow this person to photo print it and is just making money off of them. It's not, you know, buying a cheaper version. And these recast companies do not have the overhead costs that the doll companies do. It's just a matter of fact. They didn't design the jointing. They didn't sculpt any of the dolls. None of that worked there. And the sculptors and the artists have the right to make the prices what they want. Now, the market can dictate that. If people don't buy their stuff at that price, they're going to have to change. I know there is a company, Dollshe, that's going through this right now. Their dolls sell bukus when they're on sale for 40% off, but not when they're not on sale for 40% off. There's a lot of factors that, A, you have a 40% sale. I'm not going to buy it during your non-40% off sale. B, you know, if people don't think it's worth it, they're not going to buy it. They're going to have to lower their prices. Yes, the market can dictate that and things of that manner, but they have the right to put their work, their time, and value it the way they choose. We don't have to have their product. We don't have to have any of it. It's our choice to save and tell them, yes, we agree that your product's worth this money and give them the money, or no and look for other options. And there are plenty of options. On the lower hand, I have 3 Angel of Dream Girls up there, all of which were pretty cheap and legit. I have my Babobi guy up there, and I'm turning. I have my Hujo girl, I have my Resin Soul, and I'm turning. I don't know who else is up there. I have a 5-star Tong Tong. 5 stars, another cheap company. Yeah. People make mistakes. That's fine. You can choose to show or not show your mistakes. You can choose to do what you want. You can hide. You can still buy recast. It's all up to you. It's all your time. This is just my opinion on it. I'm not here telling you what to do. I could care less, really. I'm going to support the companies I love. We all know I'm slightly obsessed with Fairyland, and I spend a lot of money there. And yes, it does, you know, annoy me that they get recasted the most and people justify them the most when, and you know, I don't think that's fair. They clearly worked really hard on their jointing system. They've clearly worked their butt off to make these fantasy parts. But, you know, there are cheaper options. You want a Centaur, but you need a cheaper option. There's Resin Soul. You know, you want an SD, you want to try out an SD, $200 is probably going to be your cheapest. I don't know how much Bureau Doll is. That might be cheaper. But you got to do what you got to do if you really want it. And, you know, I always say you can look for meets. You can try to see these things in person first. But in general, you're not always going to find these things in person. I bought many of these companies without ever seeing them in person first. It's a leap of faith, and you have the choice to make it or not. And, you know, I couldn't be happier with the leap of faith I've made. You know, I've sold a lot of dolls. I bought a lot of dolls. I've been through the ringer. I've had so many different brands and so many different things. And sorry about all the stuff on my bed. That's from couponing. And I do everything I can to save money to support not only my doll hobby, but my other hobbies, like gardening currently. So this has been an incredibly long video, and I'm assuming most people have not made it to this point. But I'm hoping that this answered that comment, because that was the sole reason of this video. I could care less if anyone else watches it. I just wanted to respond to those and say that the best I could. And, my computer's still not up. So we're gonna end this here. This has been my longest video ever, I'm pretty sure. And, hopefully get this uploaded, because I do not have time. All of my time is being destroyed. It is the wrong time of year for me, so. Bye.